We're now going to discuss a method for simplifying what's called a mixed quotient or a complex rational fraction. What we have here is basically a rational expression that needs to be added in the numerator and a rational expression in the denominator. Therefore, that's the reason it's sometimes called complex rational expressions. The method that we're going to use to simplify this particular expression is the following. What I want you to do is look at all the denominators that we have. And by that I mean what I want you to do is look at or try and find the least common denominator between 2x and 4. The least common denominator there is going to be 4x. So what we're going to do to simplify this expression is I'm going to multiply the numerator by 4x, and I'm going to multiply the rational expression in the denominator by 4x. What we're done here essentially is just multiplied by 1. Now the question becomes, why did I do that? Well, if I take this 4x and multiply it by 1/2, and then I take the 4x and multiply by 3 over x, watch what happens. I get 1/2 times 4x plus 3 over x times 4x. And in the denominator, we can immediately see one of the benefits of doing this, because the 4 here and the 4 in the 4x there are going to cancel, with the result giving me x plus 3 times x. Now, if we look at simplifying this particular portion of the rational expression, what do you notice? You should notice that the 2 and the 4 are going to cancel, and the result will remain just 2x. So this whole expression simplifies to 2x. What happens over here? Well, the x's are going to cancel each other out, and I'm going to be left with what? Well, I'm going to be left with just 3 times 4, or plus 12. So in the denominator I have x times x plus 3, and in the numerator I have 2x plus 12. What I can do is I can factor out a common factor of 2, and I'm left with x plus 6 in the parentheses. So I get 2 times the quantity x plus 6 divided by x times x plus 3. Now the one thing that remains that we have to do is we need to identify domain restrictions on the variable. In this particular problem, x cannot equal 0 and x cannot equal -3, because both those values would cause division by 0.